Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video of the Artist Moth. Today I want to do another going back in time episode, and I want to talk about the Taifun 2 Claw. Now this is a Swedish, was that Finnish? I think this info. Yeah, it's a Swiss. It's a Swiss tank. It is the only, from my understanding, it is the only non-turreted tank in the game, and this tank is fantastic. It's really good actually. It's got a main armament 120mm. I think it's a Rem. Yeah, 120mm L44. So it's the same gun that the Leopard 2 and all the German tanks use. But the big difference is the reload. The German tanks may take about 10 to 12 seconds to reload. This fires a shot and does between 480 or 470 and 650 damage every 6 seconds. Well, actually every 5.27 seconds when you fully opt it out. But this thing is it's scary. I mean, the concealment. I think the concealment. Yeah, camouflage is off the roof. So basically means if somebody has 400-meter view range, they won't spot you until about 245, 260, something like that. But of course, I mean, tanks for the same tier, 440, pretty good. 415, so around the 260, 270 meter mark. And that of course serious problem because this thing has a view range of 400 meters, so it's not the best view range, but by God, 12 degrees of gun depression, 18 degrees of gun elevation. The accuracy of this thing is 0.076. The aim time is 1.8 seconds. This thing can traverse its gun 15 degrees each direction. And when you activate the stealth, this jumps from 42 to about 70%. So activation time is 1 second, means that it's active for 20 seconds. It's not like the other perks where, say, for the I can't remember the name of the other perk, but it's for the French MBTs. If you go faster than a certain speed, is it the French MBTs, or is it the? I think it may be the MBT 70. If you go faster than the designated speed, it doesn't work anymore. That's also a factor in water tanks as well, but this thing doesn't get it, thank God, because then this thing would be horrifically overpowered. But I mean, I haven't even got this thing opt out yet. That's the scary thing about this tank. So we're gonna, we've got rate fire, aiming, and we could get other things on here, but I mean, this thing is already dangerous enough. I mean, it is horrifically dangerous. If you sit in front of this thing with, like, say, an M1A1 Abrams, 10 seconds to reload. If you sit in front of this thing, it's going to go bam, bam. You're going to go bam. It's going to go bam, bam again. And you're going to be dead. I mean, this thing has a insane insane rate of fire. And the thing is, even though it says it's got crap armor, 80mm at the front, it's still, look at the slogan. This thing, the amount of lucky bounces in this thing is just amazing. If I go to preview and an armor calculator, I mean, of course you can pen these, you can pen this, but if you hide just below, yeah, there's no way. But if you use the heat, yeah, you're fucking done for. I mean, everybody's going for it. High explosive. I mean, you can be quite vulnerable to high explosive if they get a very, very lucky shot. I mean, an M551 Sheridan scares me because if you get an M551 Sheridan, I think it's tier 5. What's the Sheridan? There you go. M551 Sheridan. High explosive. If this thing pens you, it's going to take half your hit points off. But this thing is fantastic. It's absolutely fabulous for what it can do. And to be honest, because this is a tank destroyer, I think it deserves the active camo. Oh no, I don't want that. I want the camouflage. Camo factor 5%. Plus 25 meters. Plus 55 meters. Maybe put this on. That will put it up to 47% when stopped. So when this thing is stopped, pray to God. Well, when you're in a battle and you see one of these things on your own team, pray to God that you spot it before it finds you. I mean, to be honest, 400 meter view range isn't that bad. If this thing spots you, if you're in something like a WZ, the best thing you can do, tier 6 tank destroyer. Get this up. The best thing you can do is go hold down. But if he uses his heat, you are done. I mean, the top of your turret is very weak. I mean, if you're on, if you go down a hill and you tilt your tank so it's about there, he can pen this. You will lose your ammo rack. You will lose your gunner if he hits you on the right hand side. On the left hand side, you lose your commander and your ammo rack. But you do have a very, very nice composite plating at the front, so he won't really be able to effectively penetrate your plate. But yeah, I mean, expose that, you're gonna get hit hard. Don't side scrape as well against the Taifun. You're gonna lose your engine, you're gonna lose your treads, and then once you lose your tracks or treads, because your tracks are like spaced armor, and because the Taifun has a extreme rate of fire, once your treads are done and he moves into a better position, he can either shoot here or he could just rip through here. And that's the scary thing about this tank. It's a tier 6 as well, and it can out DPM tier 8s, tier 9s, even some tier 10 MBTs. It will out DPM them. And this thing is sneaky. I mean, the amount of PvP battles I've been in and they haven't been able to find me is just extreme. I mean, I always used to think that the Sheridan was pretty good at hiding, and in a way it is, but the camera rating doesn't really save it. I mean, the experimental tank has alright camera rating. The LFE 600 is alright at camera rating. The artillery is, you know, alright at camera rating. The MBT. Now this thing, it's got suspension, but when you go at a slow speed and you press this gun, I mean, targeting, it's got like, it's got 10 degrees, and then when the suspension kicks in, you get 14 degrees. And that's forever until you start speeding off, but the Taifun doesn't get that, unfortunately. I mean, thank God it doesn't get it, because then this thing will be horrifically broken. I mean, it gets 1600 meters a second with this APFSDS round. I kind of wish it got the DU APFSDS, the depleted uranium armor-piercing thin stabilized discard and saber. The high explosive is alright. The heat MP, I have to say, is a pretty decent shell on this tank, really. 0.07 accuracy, 0.08. So if we get rid of this and then put on the AP FSDS, that should make our targeting 0.07. And then if we put on the heat, so if we take say 18 AP FSDS and 30 heat, that will make our accuracy bloom to 0.076. So I mean, it's a pretty good accuracy. The rate of fire is extremely good. So we are going to try and take it out and get that. Hopefully. Or if we can't take it out in battle, we'll just take it out in 2 co-op. 17 seconds. But I mean, I like the tank. It's a deadly tank. If you can master this tank, and you sit there and you wait and wait and wait, you are going to punish your enemies. You will punish them. You will hurt them, and before you know it, you're going to kill a lot of enemies. This tank, I feel like it's probably slightly too good. I mean, the armor does balance it out by quite a bit, and the fuel range is, you know, 400 meters. It's not that good, but it has insanely good camera rating. And then when you activate the skill, when you've got like the camouflage component on, you got all the skills and everything. This thing, if I'm correct with my knowledge, the camera rating percentage goes up to about 65%, and that is extremely good for this tank. Basically means nobody's going to spot you, and if you sit behind a bush, your camera rating goes up again. It gives you another 3% camouflage, so now you become basically the most dangerous thing on the planet. So we're going to change to our APFSDS, and this thing just looks flipping amazing. It really does. So we're going to go this way. I did turn down the voices this time, so that's brilliant. So we're going to try and get the position here. I mean, look at this reload. Oh. They go down. I mean, even auto guns are penning us. That's not really good. I've just saved the artillery from utter destruction, so that's a good thing. We're going to change back to our heat, and hope to God we can. And he's just been smacked by, I think, an ATGM or something like that. So we're going to stop here. That's a warrior. Oh, 600 damage. Is that T90? So we've activated the skill right now. Luckily they changed, well, they fixed the bug where it would expand your bloom to impeccable sizes. Oh, okay, that exploded his armor. That's not really viable. He's dead. Fucking warriors! I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So we've been hit by quite a bit. God damn it! No, damn it! There you go. It is a bit weird using a tank like this because... Oh, you little shit. I just don't get it how... I mean, auto-lock is not viable for this type of tank. Luckily we bounced his return auto gunshot. You will not bounce any ATGMs in this thing whatsoever. I mean, your armor is steel for crying out loud. So we're going to move up here. We're just above half health. It's probably about 60% health. Go this way. The Weasel is on dangerously low health. So we're going to go this way. It does take a bit of time because you need to do first your gun first and then your hull will turn. Took him out. Fucking brilliant. Got rid of him. We're going to wait. We're just going to wait for a bit. Don't want to... I'm not sure how you lock your hull. I don't think you can. Oh, yeah, you can. You can lock your hull with X. It's the same as on PC. Oh no, water tanks. Don't know why I said PC, because I'm on PC. So we're going to go this way. God, I thought I said enemy tank numbers. No. We want to be super careful. Now, that artillery seems to be shooting at something. I don't know what he's shooting at. Oh, that was a medium caliber round, probably a 90mm. Wasn't 120. Oh, fuck off, auto aim. Fucking useless. Come on, artillery. Oh, 700. Ooh. Where's he going? Oh, Jesus! Okay, he's moving. Bloody good hit. I'm dead. Oh, no, don't pet me. Oh, for fucking damn it. It is a hard tank to use. It really is a hard tank to use. This is how we're going to do the job. He just missed. Oh, you done for, mate. Oh no, you're not. Hang on. Oh no, oh. So you're definitely not a frontline tank. You're definitely more of a sniper role tank. You definitely sniper role. You can't brawl this tank at all. I mean, 30 mils will pen you, 20 mils will pen you. Everything will penetrate your tank. It doesn't matter what it is, it's going to pen you. But we did make 59 battle coins. I don't know why they give you fucking battle coins even though you can't. I don't understand this. I really do not understand why they do the battle. Why they give you battle coins even though you don't have the fucking battle path. I don't understand that. Anyway, this tank is. We're gonna try again, but this time we're going to be in the defensive role. We're gonna sit back and we're gonna make sure nobody can get around to our allies and shoot them up in the butt. Contract resources. The Subra. Hesh. Multi-turret. Anyway, we're going to try our best to be tank destroyer basically, because we are a proper tank destroyer. We don't have a turret, we don't have walls, so we are much less flexible than something like an LAV 600 or a Scorpion. Well, Scorpion's light tank, is it? I don't know. Basically, tank destroyers with turrets. They're far more flexible than the Taifun 2. I wonder what Taifun 1 looks like. I'm not even sure if there is a Taifun 1, but the Taifun 2 is definitely it's dangerous. It's a dangerous tank, but it's only dangerous if you know how to use it. So we're gonna have nearly called it Hesh. Heat. Heat. I think it's Heat FS, isn't it? No, it's just Heat. We're gonna have Heat loaded, and we're going to make sure that we can support our team as much as we can. We're probably gonna sit over there and just give like fire and cover or something like that. I don't know. But we're going to try and rip apart the enemy as quickly as possible. This was a 2017, I think it was a 2017 anniversary tank where you can actually get it from the store at like a 50% discount or something like that. I got it at like a 70% discount. Just as like 30% and then 50% and then 70%. So I want to be very careful here. I think this is far enough forwards. He's been shot somewhere. I don't know where. I really do not know where he's been shot. He's taking auto cannon fire. Got him. Was not detected because I was able to kill him in time. I'm too low now, aren't I? Gonna get up here. You'll be a little bit careful. No, how did I get detected? How does that even work? Right, we're gonna try one more time. yet, so that's fantastic. I have a feeling we're about to get... Can't get any... Can't... Are you serious? That went in between his gun and turret? Oh my god. The reload on this thing is insanely quick. Can I see him? No, I can't. Ah. How did I hit him? I don't know. Do I care? Not really. I'm just here to just kill people. But sometimes this tank will sometimes overturn. Like it will turn just a little bit too much. And you won't be able to turn your gun. Like if I do this like right now, what's this? Yeah. If you turn up that, it overturns slightly. So just keep that in mind. I mean, it's a good thing because it aligns your hole with your gun, like where you're pointing. So it's like that. So you can turn your gun like side to side like that. So that's a fantastic thing. We're gonna move up. It's also it's relatively quick. It does take a bit of time to get up to speed, but once it does, start ripping apart these people. Start shooting this guy's turret. Are you serious right now? Amen. 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 Can't see him. Oh, okay. Penned his tracks, still damaged him. Is he not there anymore? Oh, Jesus, he is. Remain here. Oh, that's an enemy. Can't see him. So that's a pain. So we're going to move up a little bit more. The turning is not that brilliant in this tank. I mean, it does take a little bit of time for the tracks to think, oh, he wants to turn. So let's turn. Is it behind her? Brilliant, fantastic. So the best thing to do is to sit back and shred your enemies to pieces. The worst thing you can ever do in this tank is brawl with it. You can get lucky and you can wipe out the entire enemy force, but that only really happens with PvP because it's real players instead of bots. I have to say, bots, even though they may act a bit dumb, mission progress? What's this? Have I missed something? HQ. Where do I? Where do I look for my missions? Oh, let's have a look. So what's this? Yeah, this tank is disgusting. It really is fucking disgusting. How do we... Commanders? Okay. Anyway, this tank, would I recommend you picking it up? Only if... Because it's the only tank that doesn't have a turret in this game. And I'm not talking about semi-turrets. I'm talking about proper tank destroyers. This is the only proper tank destroyer in the game, and it has a monster 120mm L44 gun on it. Same gun that's the Leopard 2 has, if I'm correct. There's a look at modifications. Yep, 120mm, 10.4 seconds reload. Right, tier 7. This is tier 6. 11.3 seconds reload. Okay, alright. 11. Just keep that in mind. I mean, I think this, yeah, has, I think it has the same heat. DM53 and DM22. No, DM13A1, DM12. They are very similar shells. The penetration is 490, 600. Leopard 2A3, 530. So no, the Leopard 2A3 does have more pen. Does it have more pen with its heat? Oh, it doesn't even get heat. So that is a plus for the Taifun. Gets heat. That's fantastic. And it's not just any heat. It's heat MP. So multi-purpose can be good and bad, just like any other shell. So thank you guys for watching the video. I hope they enjoyed this video. This is sort of like a review and a back in time, because when I first got this thing, I was in awe. I was in absolute awe. Because this thing, 120mm gun, I thought, oh yeah, it's going to take about 10 seconds reload. 6.4 second reload. Base reload. That's the base reload. And 0.07 accuracy. That's also the base accuracy. But you can get the reload down to 5.27 seconds. But you can get that even lower and the DPM higher if you equip everything and blah 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 whatever. But right now our DPM is 5,900. If we change that over, 5,700 with the APF SDS. So you will get a much higher DPM with the heat MP. So thank you guys for watching the video. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy this video, give it a thumbs down. Put in the comment sections if you own the Taifun 2. Tell me what you think about the tank, because I think it's a monster of a tank. This thing can rip apart tier 9s. Well, tier 8s, sorry, not tier 9s. Tier 8s like it's nothing. I mean, this thing loves to feast on tier 4s and 5s and even tier 6s. But the big strength of this thing is hiding. This thing hides like a monster. If I'm correct, you can yeah, spot target for no, you want, yeah, camouflage factor by 2%. So if you like unlock all this and then get in the shadows, and then, I mean, if you get all this, you will become the most dangerous tank I will not be surprised if we could get this readout down to 4.5 seconds. And if that is the case, this thing is dangerous. Does it need a nerf? No. Does it need a buff? No. I think it's in a beautiful spot right now. I would be extremely disappointed if the DPM is nerfed, because the DPM makes this tank. The tank has mediocre hit points, it has basically no armor, it could get penned by everything, it's a bit sluggish turning, 45 degrees a second, I mean that's not pretty sluggish, but 5.68 seconds to get up to 30 kilometers an hour, it's mediocre. But yeah, I mean, I still think it's a fabulous tank, so I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.